hope you are having a good morning. I'm trying my best to have one of those. We have some more life updates. All of my little self-care, self-love things I do at home while updating you. That little lump, she is on my thyroid, but even if it is cancer, thyroid cancer is the best one to get. I'm just a glass half full type person. And the whole sentiment of you never really know what someone is going through. I just always look at someone and think that. These are under eye patches. I really hope it's not snail mucus, but I think it is. You love to be glistening and glowy and hydrated. I got you. As you walk in, yeah, I think it's coming together really cute. Moment of truth. This took me 5 minutes and just one roller. And I think it looks pretty good, right? What I really wanted to talk about was good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a good morning. I'm trying my best to have one of those. I do want to say thank you so much for all of the nice and sweet comments on my last video. Even if I did not reply, they were heard and they were very much appreciated. It was a very difficult video last week, which for me was just a couple days ago. And we have some more life updates, but we're keeping it together. We're living in that medium area I told you about. My daughter's currently at school. I'm gonna use this time to hang out with you and do all of my little self-care, self-love things I do at home while updating you. The first thing we're gonna do to start, and I've showed this before, but I feel like not in a while, this is a nice little thing to do for your hair, for hair growth. It involves coconut oil and the most important thing, rosemary oil. This is a very strong scent, by the way. So I start at the roots. The hairline really is where you want to, and rooty area, look how greasy we are, is where you want to concentrate the rosemary oil. Once you get the base of the mixture, I go in straight, and don't do this if you're a beginner because it can be a little strong, but I go in straight with the rosemary oil. Obviously a big part of my video last week is that midway through filming, I got bad news on a family member, and yes, I did keep the details private because it was more about showing the real and raw emotions and that it's normal to feel those things and that I'm human and that's life, and we all are going through our own journey and battles and life situations. But the emotions we feel are universal in a way. Like, we all have had those moments where we break down and cry, and it's not always shown on the internet. And honestly, I didn't really want to show it, not because I don't like being vulnerable. Obviously, I'm too honest sometimes. I feel like people come to watch videos, and I could be wrong, but to kind of escape what they're going through. And that was kind of my pullback of like, do I share this and put more, you know, pain and negativity out there? But I'm so happy that you found it helpful and it wasn't a complaining type situation. It was, oh, hey.
So what's that about?
Huh?
What's that about?
Just my thyroid thing. I have to get it biopsied.
Did you get it biopsied before?
Yeah, so it's just like it's grown and changed a little bit, so they just want to biopsy it again. Well, that was a transition into our next topic, which is, yes, I didn't want to talk about the things that are happening in my life to my family, you know, that are personal and private, other than just the emotion part. But I can update you on my health stuff. I had a little lump. Can you see it? Yeah. That little lump I've had since 2019. She is on my thyroid. She's over 2 centimeters. I think as of now, she's 2.56 centimeters. Pretty much based off the size of her and that she's solid, there's like a 10 to 20% chance. Don't be scared of that, because I don't mean to brag or anything, but even if it is cancer, thyroid cancer is the best one to get. We're like, literally, even if it is cancer and we leave it for like years, you still pretty much have 100% chance of surviving, because it doesn't go other places. Yes, if it was in my lymph nodes, then maybe that's a little bit more scary. I'm just a glass half full type person, and so I'm not trying to belittle anyone that has went through thyroid cancer, because I'm sure it's a whole thing, but I'm just telling myself that even if it is, it's like 100% success rate, and the doctor literally told me it was the best one to get. So don't be scared, because even if it is positive, I'm not even scared about it. They really just remove it with surgery. I probably wouldn't even need chemo. Again, we're not even there, because I've had this for years and it was biopsied before and it came back as a goiter, but that doesn't make sense because it's not an enlarged thyroid, which is a goiter. It's a separate entity, so it shouldn't have come back as a goiter, which I never really understood. And even another doctor was like, it's not a goiter. So that was kind of a failed biopsy. I always wake up with green eyes, and so like obviously I always wake up with green eyes. My eyes are green. What I meant to say is I always wake up with red eyes because my eyes are green, and it's just like that contrast, and I also just don't sleep very well. So I love this Lumify eye drop stuff. It just really makes the whites of your eyes white. Even if you don't have my red eye situation, I don't know if it's good for you. You probably shouldn't use it every day, but I have it. This stuff right here, I just sprayed on my face. I was having really bad acne. My skin still has like, little bits, but it cleared up so much. Really, really cleared my skin. It was one of the main things I changed, especially after a workout. Even if you wash your face after, working out really makes my skin break out. You have to get this if you suffer with breakouts, especially if you're working out and you notice you break out more. Spray this on your face. Game changing. My next step is the Dr. Dennis Growth Extra Strength Daily Peel. It's a 2-step thing. I don't use it every day, but this also changed my skin. I feel like before filming this, I had a very cohesive thought process on what I wanted to say. I don't know. I hope my message is getting across. But one, I am so thankful for this amazing community that is so uplifting and thoughtful and kind and supportive. And I also love in the comments when people share their stories and then they're met with the same love and kindness. And it's just, I love this little community we have. And the whole sentiment of you never really know what someone is going through. I just always look at someone and think that, especially if I do get a negative comment, whether it's online or in real life. It's been 2 minutes, time for step 2. But on the flip side, I feel like, everyone goes through negativity and hard times and pain. And while I have empathy for people that are struggling with it and take it out on other people, there are definitely ways to flip it into a positive and share your story and uplift other people. My next step is snail mucin. This went viral on TikTok for a good reason. It's very, very hydrating. I am a little concerned if mucin actually means mucus, snail mucus, but I don't like to overthink it. I just know it hydrates. Do we see that glistening consistency? Okay, back to my thyroid stuff. If I share a little personal tidbit and why I was like looking at the bright side, that if it 10 to 20% chance that it is malignant and that it is the best one to get. And I'm not saying this as a weird flex or to, I don't know. It's just my positive way of looking at it. is because getting cancer has kind of always been my biggest fear, just because it's so strong in my family. There's not anyone on my maternal side of my family that didn't have some type of cancer. Hodgkin's lymphoma, breast cancer 2 times with one family member, a mastectomy, then lung cancer, and then on the male side, thyroid cancer, men's 2 disease, which I don't quite know, but I know it's really rare. Whenever I bring it to a doctor, they're like, wait, what? You have a family member who had that? So, and then my grandma, breast cancer, passed away before I ever met her. This was in the 1950s. The only one who didn't on that side of the family would be the grandpa, but he took his life. And then on my paternal side, there's no cancer, but my other fear is that I'll have some significant mental disorder, because we also have a grandmother who took her life before I was born, and just a lot of schizophrenia, bipolar on that side of the family. So I'm like, which way am I gonna go? Which genetics are gonna kick in first? Am I gonna start hearing things, or am I gonna get my boobs removed? On the bright side, our skin has never looked better. Yes, I'm still super greasy. I'm gonna leave this in for like 2 hours, wash it out, and I'll come back and probably overshare more. We are showered and it's time for more snail mucus. These are under eye patches. I really hope it's not snail mucus, but I think it is. Flip one on like this. They're pretty discreet. I mean, I wouldn't go out like this personally, but I love a good hydration. Brings me back to my happy place. There was a TikTok of a girl that was just, I need to do what she did. She was head to toe oiled up, and that is my dream. I have a friend who doesn't like moisture and stuff. If that's you, my recommendations probably won't be your jam, but if you love to be glistening and glowy and hydrated, I got you. My current post-shower hair care is always, it's a 10. If you know me, you know I've used this for over a decade. It really, really detangles, and even if you put it up in your roots, it doesn't make your hair greasy. It's actually a miracle. If you have fine, thin hair like me, I have 2 products I really love to use. This is the IGK Body Language Thickening Mist. And I spray this like in my roots, but also all over. Second fave is the Color Wow Extra Large Bombshell Volumizer Foams you see. And this, I just concentrate it in my roots, because if I put in my ends, it does kind of make it sticky and crunchy. I wanted to show you some updates I made in my daughter's room. I'm like 65% done. It's totally renter friendly. I am renting. I think some people thought I bought, which thank you if you thought I was at that level yet. Still renter status. I'll probably buy a home in 70 years. As you walk in, you can see this was a very awkward long wall. I couldn't put anything without blocking the hallway. So these wall decals really came in clutch. I am going to put them on the other side too. We'll do artwork on this wall just to add some pizzazz. I actually just got a bookshelf to go in that corner, so the castle will be gone soon. We still have the same bed. If we move over here, this is not done at all. I'm gonna do like an artwork collage with all different types of frames that I and my daughter picked out. And this rug we've had in here for a bit, still obsessed with it. I will link that one as well. This side of the room, we have a mirror. My friend got us this height chart, which is so cute. We started marking my daughter's height. And if you're wondering, that is my height. But yeah, there's nothing really we can do with this wall. So that's why I'm gonna do this kind of fake wainscoting almost. And then art collage over here, just so it's not near her bed. Let me show you some of the artwork. If you've seen our old place and you recognize these, actually I've had these in 2 prior apartments, but they are a set of animal photos from Love Every. We have zebra, and these will all go along the long wall. I might need to get one more just because the wall is so long. We have pink flamingo. So that's my thought for the long wall. And then for the collage, I don't have all of them yet, but I can show you what I do have. This one I just picked up from Amazon. I thought it was cute because it's obviously the Ace of Spades playing card, but it has an A and it's pink. And my daughter loves the letter A because she knows it's the first letter of her name. And it just says lucky vibes only. And I did frame this one. I do have one my daughter picked out that is not framed. See, they're all very different, but I think if I get maybe 2 more, at least it'll be a good little collage wall. We do have one more update, and I want to get your thoughts and opinions and ideas on this, but we need to blow dry our hair first using my good old, very dirty Revlon brush, but she still works. And then we just set it with a Velcro roller. Moment of truth. I'm sure I would love the Dyson if I had it. If somebody gave it to me, I would not turn it down, but this took me 5 minutes and just one roller. And I think it looks pretty good. Did I change for a 3rd time? Yes. Yes, I did. Because I was wearing pajamas and I have to go run a quick errand in regards to probably next week's video. If you're interested, I'm doing a full glow up week because I have a wedding to attend to and I'm gonna do extensions, so I have to go pick those up. Let me know if you have any interest in a glow up week for next Monday's video, but also what I really want to talk about was, I've mentioned this before, but obviously I co-parent, and I was talking with my co-parent and he was like, do you want to make videos to kind of share our journey? Because he does agree that it would be helpful and stuff, but then he was like, send me ideas and concepts, like pitch it to me. And I was just like, I don't know. He has mentioned wanting to do some type of stuff like that before, so I do actually have some idea lists, but they're mainly YouTube videos that are tips and tricks and advice and kind of like a Q&A between us. I follow a lot of people on TikTok that co-parent that make very funny skit-like content. Would that be fun? I don't know. I would only do it if I feel like it would be helpful and entertaining to you guys and fun and positive, and also fun and positive experience for us as co-parents, because that has to come first. But if we could do anything to create content that would be helpful or educational or shine a light on how we navigate it and keep it positive, then I would love to make that content. Let me know about that, and let me know about my glow up week next week. If I lay here any longer, I'm going to never get up, but well, I will, but we have to go run errands. My AC just kicked on because it is still summer and super hot here in LA. I'm so ready for fall and winter, but I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. It helps out my channel a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you're ever curious where anything is from, I always try my best to link it in the description. But again, if I don't, leave it in the comments and I will get back to you. And I'll see you guys next Monday.